guys, I'm just going to show you how to put a ROM on your Xperia Z1. So let's get started. So the way I have my phone set up right now is a locked bootloader. My bootloader right now isn't unlocked. Reason being is it breaks your camera. Now for people that say rooting breaks your camera, that's not true at all. It basically just gives you permissions, nothing else. So if you have any questions about rooting breaking your camera, it does not break your camera. I will put a link down below that proves this theory, so be sure to watch that if you're uncomfortable putting or rooting your device. So I'm just gonna get started here, and I'm gonna show you guys how to put ROM on your Xperia Z1. This particular ROM is called the ROM. As you can see, it's called the ROM AUR, and it's the version 3.2. And this has a bunch of Jelly Bean. It's based on Jelly Bean 4.2.2, and it does have a bunch of tweaks on here. So it's a lot of tweaks, and right now I'm using the ROM, and it's amazing. So like down here, you can see all the tweaks here. You got hangouts from KitKat, all that stuff is KitKat, right? So you can see all that stuff right there, and this ROM is amazing. I love it. It actually, in my opinion, it improves sound quality as well in terms of headphones and whatnot. So definite recommendation on flashing this ROM. So let's get started. First thing you want to do is make sure that your phone is on the installed official firmware is 5.3.4. So the way to check that on your phone is, on my phone's gonna say something different because I'm on the ROM. Sorry, I'm on the ROM AUR phone, ROM right now. So basically, it's going to be under build number, so you'll see the firmware number if it's 5.534. Now, if you recently updated to 2.57, which this is based on right now, you would not be able to root your phone. So you got to put some links down there below, and I'll tell you how to flash back to 5.34 and basically flash this ROM as well. So the next step would be to root your device. This guy uses Kingo app root. I used VRoot. I'll put the link down below. And once you're on this firmware, or if you're on this firmware already, just root your device. I have a video I made on it already. I'm not going to show you guys that. It's pretty simple. So I'll put it pretty much the link down below, or you could just click right there. So the third step would be to back up your TA partition. So to do that is you got to go to, it's going to minimize this there. So what you do is you click on the link, and now you could just download the actual program. So this is the latest one right here. It's 9.8. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to download. So there's the zip. Oh, sorry. I'm going to download the zip. So right now it's downloading. There you go. Zip is done. And I already have the program, so I'm just going to close this. So this is the file right here. Backup TA 9.8. So I'm going to click on that. And I'm just going to click on this basically right here, backup TA. So here we go. So it gives you all this permission and all that stuff, so you can read this. And I'll say press any key to continue. So waiting for USB debugging. So sorry, I'm just gonna bring this down here so you can see it. So it says waiting for USB debugging. So basically, you got to make sure your phone is debugged, USB debugged. So the way to do that is you go to About Phone, and then you go all the way down to build number, and you tap on it. I think it's like 4 times you tap on it, but I'm already a developer, so that's fine. So you go developer options, and you could just click on USB debugging. So right now I've clicked it off, so make sure it's on, press OK. And what you'll want to do now is press back and plug in your USB cable onto the phone. So that's what I'm going to do right now. So it's plugged in, And basically what I'm going to do is, once it's plugged in, I'm just going to exit this. So it asks me to backup, restore, die, dry run, convert, v4, backup, quit. So of course I want to backup, so I'll press 1, and then I'll press yes, so it's Y, there we go, integrity check, package backup, everything's okay, backup successful, press any key to continue. And basically it's going to be under this directory down there in a zip file, so just press to continue. The next step is to copy the ROM to external SD card. Usually I put the ROMs under Sony ROMs and tools, and it's right here. So this is the ROM, so it's on my external. So that's done, so we move on to the next step. Next step is to install Clockwork Recovery, and this is pretty easy as well. So what you do is you just click on this link, and basically all you do is you follow the steps there. Make sure you have USB debugging on, which is pretty much what you did last time. You just download it. So right now I'll just download, I already have it downloaded, XU Recovery for Windows. So what I'm going to do it for this is I'm going to run. So my phone's connected and everything, so I just click run. Now I just go down here, and basically it'll ask me what super user I want. Me, I just press 1, so super SU 1, setting recovery files, press any key to continue. We'll boot the device now, so the device is going to reboot. So right now the device has recovery right now, as you can see. So I'm just going to reboot the system now. Now this is very important. Just scroll all the way down and just do not press this. I'm stressing this. Do not press this because it will disable the recovery and then you have to redo it again. So just go back, and it just resets the device. Make sure you do a wipe data, factory reset, wipe cache, data cache, all that stuff. So what you're gonna want to do now is wait till that light. See that green light? Just keep tapping the up button or the volume, and now you're into recovery. So the next step is to basically to wipe your data / factory reset. So you go down to that, and I don't know if it's having trouble focusing here. Sorry about that. So you go to that, click OK, wipe all user data. Now, before you do all this, make sure you saved all your data. Since you rooted your phone, I highly recommend downloading something called Titanium Backup. And basically, once that's downloaded, back up all your stuff using that, and basically reloading all your apps with the data should be no problem. Also, what I do is with the Titanium Backup as well, I back up all my messages, my call logs, that type of stuff using XML. It's on there as well, so do that. So I already backed up everything, so just press the power button to proceed. So right now it's proceeding. There we go, data wipe complete. Now the next thing to do is to wipe cache partition. So you click the power button, and then you go to wipe cache. It's wiping cache. That's complete. And now you go to advance. Now you want to wipe Java cache. Then you go to power button, and Java cache is wiped. So go back. Now the next step you're going to want to do is install the ROM. So this ROM, if you want to install it, you just go to where it was. So you go to install zip, as you can see here, and you go to choose zip from external SD card. So I'll do that. Go to Sony ROM and tools where I have it put it there. Then go to ROM or 2, press the power button. Then you just go OK, and now it's going to install. Now the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to show you guys what I do to install this ROM. So this is the ROM I'm going to install. Press the next key to continue. Now it gives you option to wipe the data partition. Wipe user data partition. Virtual SD card will remain untouched. And then it gives you the other option: install without wiping user data partition. Not advised if you come from another ROM or older base. So since I have the same ROM, I'm just going to go with this. Next. Now this is another question. It says basically if you are you going to install on a locked or locked bootloader. So since I have the 6903 version and my bootloader is locked, I'm going to select that option and just hit next. Now it gives you select Google applications you want to install. So I want to have Chrome installed, Google Maps, and Street, all this stuff. Actually, I don't want music, so that's already unchecked. So you got Plus, you got Now, Talkback, all that stuff right here. So you could choose what you want. That's optional. You guys could choose all that. So I'm just gonna. This is all optional as well. Apex Launcher, camera app, you could have that as well. The Mujoy keyboard, you want that as well. So click next. And it tells you custom applications you want, so you could have backup, restore, Facebook, Adobe Flash Player, so you can play Flash, help app, skins, social life. So I don't want any social life, so I already took all that off. Live wallpapers, Sony, Adobe Reader, Sony Media plugins, Twitter, all that stuff you could check if you want. So you go next, and then you got your battery icon. So the one I want is basically with the percentage in it. I love that instead of having it on the side, which I hate. It takes a lot of room when it looks kind of ugly on the status bar. So go to next. And another thing is you could set the dark themes. So you could have the conversations, the settings, and the small apps launcher in dark theme if you choose. I don't want that, so I'll go to next. And then you could choose your DPI. So let's say if I want to go to soft key DPI 32, I could do that. So that's that right there. And so basically what DPI works is the more lower that number is, the smaller that soft key bar is going to be. So this is the stock one, so it's pretty thick, so I'll put it on 32. I like it thin. And I'll just go to next. And then you got your tweaks here, all that stuff. Let's go to next. And then you could have the volume boost. I love having that on, so that's a plus. That improves your sound quality a lot. And you got the advanced power menu, and then I have all that. And another thing I like is the 30-step volume, which it finally tunes the volume to my liking. Click next. And now it's going to say you are now ready to install your ROM. So I'm going to click install now. Go next. And you are now running ROM AUR. Release one system boot for flashing any model. I'm going to go to next. SD card repeat. Now I'm going to go back. And I'm gonna reboot the system now. And let me just remember, don't disable the recovery. Go back. So after that's all done, this part is very important. So basically it says install the kernel 2.257. So you have to download this. Just click on the link and I'll take you straight to the download, and you just click download. And you got to use Flashtool with it. Now I'm gonna put it in the description down below, and you just click it and download the Flashtool. Now I'm just gonna show you how to use the Flashtool, and that's it. So right now I'm in Flashtool, and I'm gonna connect my device right now. Right now my device is connected. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna click this little lightning button right here. And I'm gonna go to flash mode. Now this is what I want right here, is this right here. And this is very important. This part right here that says exclude, you exclude these two. So what's left is just the kernel sin, the RPM sin, and the loader sin. Make sure that these are checked. Do not leave these unchecked. So the kernel is the only one that should be unchecked. So just remember, this is exclude. It's not include, it's exclude. So make sure that kernel is unchecked, and boot bundle and baseband is checked. So once that's done, what you'll want to do is you're going to want to flash. So click flash. Now it's going to tell you to unplug the device, power off the device. So power off. So I'm just going to show you here real quick. So I'm going to power it off. Yes, I want to shut down. So it says to press the back button. This, you don't press the back button. What you do here is you press the volume down button on this. So I'm pressing this down. So while I have it hold down the volume button, I plug in the micro USB cable. Now it's plugged in. So everything is done. So now all I'll do is plug it, and then all I have to do is just restart my device. So just press the power on button, and I'll go to the Sony screen and whatnot. Now since I flashed the kernel, my recovery is gone. So what I'll have to do now is I got to reflash my recovery. So to do that, you just basically do the exact same steps. Now I'm back in the recovery for Windows, and I'm just gonna do this. So this is run about phone, and click on this. There we go. Now I'm a developer, and I'm going to developer options, and make sure that USB debugging is checked. Super user S1, and press 1 right here. So press any key to continue. Device will now reboot, so it's going to reboot. So basically right now I'm going to do is I'm going to reboot the system. Make sure you don't click the disable recovery on flash. Go back, done. So this is the new ROM I just flashed, and I'm just going to show you guys right here. It's ROM AUR version 3.2. So it's been successful, everything's working, and right here I'll show you right quick. You got your Hangouts, the camera right here from KitKat, all that stuff right here, Google Plus, all that stuff. So if this video has been very helpful, hit the like button. If you have any questions, leave a comment down below. And if you want any more videos like this, subscribe. Also follow me on Instagram, Flickr, and Twitter at Tekno321. All that good stuff. It's been Ashton Tekno, and this is how to put a ROM on your Xperia Z1. Peace.